Hello friends, Koolio here, and welcome back to the channel. Man, it has been a very long time since I actually uploaded a video here on the channel. I kind of took a long break from uploading and editing videos. At the time where I decided to kind of step back, I just felt like I was hitting my head against a wall. I wasn't progressing, I wasn't having as much fun as I usually was with uploading and making video content. But lately, I've just been thinking a lot about the channel. I've been thinking a lot about you guys and all the new mobile games coming out. And so I decided in the last couple of weeks I was going to come back, start making videos again. So I was keeping an eye out on new games coming out and like what I could do a little bit differently here on the channel. And so things are going to be different than it was before. I'm going to be changing up my content. If you guys like this style of content, then please leave a like. Let me know down below in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for new mobile gaming videos coming out very soon. So I just won victory. This is a game called Watcher of Realms. It just came out like on Thursday, like 2-3 days ago. But the thing is I've actually been playing this game for a week. And so that's going to be the new format for these videos. I'm going to jump in, I'm going to play a game for an entire week straight, try to get in at least a minimum of like an hour and a half of 2 hours of daily gameplay, something that like a regular casual gamer would actually invest into a game like this. And so Watcher of Realms is a brand new hero collector, dark fantasy, which is just so good. Like I love the style of the characters in this game. Tower defense game. Now, I've been playing this game for a week, and the thing is this game, I've actually played it before, almost, I want to say like 2 years ago. I remember it coming out in like a weird alpha test, but the game officially launched as of like 2 or 3 days ago. But the thing is if you wanted to, you could go and download the APK for the game and jump in and start playing it early. And so that's what I ended up doing. I jumped in, I started playing the game about a week ago. And so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you my account progression, talk about the game, and kind of give it like a pretty decent review. Because usually with like a lot of these games and stuff, what I would do is I would play, I don't know, maybe like a few hours and then give you guys like my initial first impressions of the game. But rather with these videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in, I'm going to play the game for at least a week, and then give you guys kind of a actual review of the game. Try to get as much gameplay, as much depth into the game as I possibly can. So we are actually losing a lot of life over here. I'm going to drop my heals on my brand new legendary healer that I just got. Now the thing is with this game is I have played other other tower defense games like this. Like one of the more famous ones is obviously Arknights. Now I might do a couple of comparisons to that game. I'm going to try really not. I want to really focus on the merits of this game itself and like what it brings to the table. Now you're going to definitely see a lot of mechanics, a lot of advertising, a lot of monetization, a lot of character progression that is very similar to, I'm going to say it, Raid Shadow Legends. This is basically what would happen if you took Raid Shadow Legends and combined it with Arknights. Now that could be a negative thing for a lot of people, or it could potentially be a positive thing because Raid Shadow Legends is one of the most popular gacha games out there. Now when I initially jumped into this game, I wasn't really that invested. I played for maybe like a couple of hours and I was going to do like I said, like a first impressions video, but I felt like I wasn't doing the game justice. I feel like it could be a game where you jump into and you're like, okay, well, it's not really doing it for me. But if you actually invest the time into this game, just even upwards of like just a couple more hours, just a few more days jumping in and just kind of casually playing, you're going to be able to find like this is actually a pretty darn good gacha game with a lot of stuff to keep your attention. There's a lot of different kind of gameplay mechanics in this game, and I'm going to kind of go through and cover all the different gameplay styles. Now, obviously, you've got your basic gameplay story mode. I'm currently in Chapter 5. Now, the biggest thing that's going to hold back your account, by the way, if you're going to be jumping into this game and you want to try to progress as fast as possible, the thing that's really going to hold you back is your progression through the main storyline, because that's where you're going to unlock new experience levels, so you can go through and auto grind to get more experience, like potions for your characters. You're also going to be able to, once you get to, I think it's Chapter 8, at the end of Chapter 8, you get like a ×3 speed for auto combat, which is just great. So if you're looking to really progress as far as you can in this game, as quickly as you can, try to push through the main storyline. Now, there's a lot of different styles of gameplay that this actually has to offer. So, first of all, like I said, you've got the main storyline. You've also got an arena, and the arena is actually pretty cool because they've got current challenges that are going on in the arena right now for at least the next a little bit over of a day. It's an AoE DPS challenge. So you're going to want to take in characters that have really, really good AoE DPS. So we're gonna go ahead and take on this guy in a PvP match. I'm gonna try and take as many of my characters that do really good AoE DPS damage. Let's see. I probably don't want her. She's a decent healer, but she's not gonna be good for this specific stage. I want to try to deal as much damage as I can. Let's see, what would probably be a good character for defense-wise? I could probably take her just to kind of hold enemies back, and then I've got some pretty decent AoE characters right here. I could take this character. I don't remember what her name is, but she does offer. Let's see, her name is Nisande. She's got a pretty darn good skill where she increases the overall attack speed of your characters, but I don't have her leveled up. I am going to currently work on leveling her up soon because I think she's going to be a great addition specifically to this PvP team that I've got going on. But I don't want to focus on that just yet because this week's challenge is going to end in like a day. So let's go ahead and we're going to jump in. Now there is auto fighting in this game. It's a little bit different than the other stages and other content that you're going to be going through. The PvP auto fighting is actually, you can just go in and you can click a button up here up at the top right, and the character, like the NPCs or the AI, whatever, will take over and start dealing damage for you. So let's go ahead and we'll do this. And you can see the enemy over here. Now the point of this specific PvP match is you each have your own crystals. You're trying to defend them. You're trying to stop these enemies from dealing as much damage to these as possible. And that's why you need, for this specific challenge, that's why you need good AoE characters. I'm going to wait a second. He's actually got a couple down already, but I'm going to wait until I get my mage up. This is one of the first characters that the game actually gives you, and hands down is probably one of the best characters to progress for your account, at least in my opinion up front. Very, very good. Okay, so I lost the round. Any enemy AI left over will deal damage to my crystal. So far not doing super, super good. I'm going to wait for just a second. Let's go ahead and drop down. I'm going to drop her down over here. The reason why I'm doing that is she can actually slow the enemies down. If I can slow them back there, they'll deal a lot more damage. They'll take a lot more damage from my mage characters, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to win. Oh, did I do it? Oh, yes. Okay, round one. Let's go. And even my team's power compared to this guy's team's power is, like, I think I'm like 10,000 power less. And then let's go ahead and drop my new legendary boy into the mix. And then I do have my defender I could drop down. The thing is there's so many enemies coming through that it's just, I don't know if like having a defender is really worth it. Okay, she's barely going to hit those enemies. Let's activate the ultimate on that guy. I think I'm going to win this round. There we go. Okay, awesome. All right, round 3. And I'm losing. I'm currently losing, but I think I'm going to make a comeback because I've got a couple of ultimate abilities about to stack right here. So let's do that. Now these ultimates that you see down here on the bottom left, if you jump into the game, you're actually not going to have those icons right when you start. That's something that you're going to eventually unlock as you progress farther and farther through the storyline. It's something that I actually just barely unlocked. Let's go! Okay, so I ended up winning. And that's what I love about this game so far is if you're somebody who likes strategic challenge, it's got it. It's got it in the PvP, it's got it in the story mode. If you're somebody who just wants a game where you can basically kind of shut your brain off and grind all day, you can do that in this game. Or if you're somebody who doesn't really care too much about PvP or even the story, you just want to power up your characters and try to take down big bosses and stuff like that, this game has that too. So a couple of other different kinds of gameplay that it offers is you have this tide mode. Now I'm not going to be able to jump in and show you guys, but basically it's like a huge army that will go and attack you. You can have a whole bunch of different characters on the screen, but you have these tide talents. Now, as you go through and you're taking on these waves of enemies, you'll be able to get more talent points that you can put into your tree to allow, like, for example, you get one more available platform, so you can put more of your own heroes on the field, or you can increase the power of your mages or the sizes of, like, how far their attacks go, or you can strengthen up your melee characters. And so this is a pretty interesting gameplay mechanic that it has. You want to go in, you want to complete all 3 of your waves before you go and you collect your onslaught waves, your points that you get right here. You've also got a ranking system. I'm nowhere near as close to like some of these people that have just gone absolutely crazy ham on this. So you've got that pretty simple, straightforward wave attack kind of gameplay. You've also got the guilds. Let me go to my guild real quick. In the guild, you have guild bosses that you can fight every day. Now, the guild boss, how this essentially works is, I don't think I'm going to be able to auto fight. If I wanted to spend diamonds, I could. I don't want to. But basically, you jump in, and there's a big boss. You're trying to deal as much damage as you possibly can in the short amount of time as you can. And then if you deal enough damage, you'll get these like blood tokens, the dragon blood. And you want to get to at least 200 each day to unlock the legendary chest. But there's a whole bunch of different just insane difficulties that your entire guild is trying to take down. Now, when you're going through, you're actually not dealing damage to the health overall. But by the time you get done, depending on how much progression you've put into that specific fight, you'll deal a little bit of damage to that level of boss. I'm not very far. I could probably take on the normal boss, which is what the rest of my guild's currently doing, but I'll focus on that a little bit later. And you got your guild quests, your guild rankings, and a bunch of stuff. I need to participate in the arena a few more times. Along with all of that content, they've got a whole bunch of events going on right now. So if you go over to the events, this is the event calendar, just an insane amount of stuff that's happening. And you can kind of see the upcoming things. Now, this is where kind of the Raid Shadow Legends aspect of the game comes into play, because they've got these different challenges that you can do against other players. For example, they've got a hero training right now. Currently, I'm rank 2 against everyone within my specific region. The guy who's number 1 is just so far ahead. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up to him, but I'm definitely going to at least try to be in the top 3. But you're going through with this one, you're supposed to level up, star up, and promote your heroes. And I haven't unlocked the Cave of Relics. It starts in 9 hours. But it's got competitions against other players. You've got the Gold Pass, which you can unlock. They've got the free and the paid tier, which in my opinion is actually pretty darn expensive. 20 bucks for just the basic Golden Dragon Pass is kind of crazy when it's similar to other battle passes, which are usually about 10 bucks. They've got server launch festivities, stage loot, where you go through, and if you go through and you unlock a bunch of the loot and stuff through the gear raids, the tide and stuff, it gives you points towards that. I'll show you a couple of the other events that are going on right now. You got the festive events, you can claim a whole bunch of stuff there. Duel of the Champions, where you're going through and you're battling in the arena to get points. This is the thing that I think I specifically like a lot about this game compared to a game like Raid Shadow Legends, is I feel like Raid Shadow Legends, you got to put a lot of effort into that game to be able to get any kind of prizes or progress or points and things like that. This game has just so much stuff going on that it's just constantly giving you a bunch of things, which is honestly, in my opinion, it's pretty great. They've even also got these kind of epic storyline quests. There's not really that good of a story in this game. It's there when you first start off, but it dies pretty quickly. With this one, it's just a really long, fairly straightforward progression of different things that you need to do for your account to eventually unlock a 5-star legendary character, and then a couple of other sub stories that you can go through that gives you more and more stuff. Now, I was going to go through and kind of save up all of my summons and stuff to do a summoning video for you guys, but honestly, I didn't want to do that because I just wanted to play this account like a normal person, talk to you guys about it, but I'll do 1 or 2 summons for you. I actually got really lucky and got an achievement where I summoned 2 legendary heroes in the same 10 draw, which was absolutely crazy. Now, I don't know if everybody's going to get that, but it was pretty nuts. We'll go through. Right now they have a summoning, a spiritual altar summoning competition where you're trying to get as many points as possible for summoning characters. We'll keep going. Summon one more time. I think I've got maybe enough diamonds to do at least one more pull. And then what I'll do is I'll go and I'll show you guys my current account progression and the different heroes that I have and kind of talk about those. And, ooh, there we go. Oh, okay, nice. Well, I already have this character, but then I can use this to upgrade the current one that I have. So we'll go ahead and skip this. There are a couple of characters in the game that have those animated videos, but not all of them do. Not even the legendaries. Not even all the legendary characters have it. So when it comes to the summoning in this game, it's definitely a game that you're gonna want to wait for special legendary chance up events, because without these, the chance of getting rares and epics is so ridiculously low. It's even lower than this, by the way. It's significantly lower than this. It is absolutely insane. So probably you're going to want to wait until some kind of special summoning chance thing happens. Another thing too is they have divine summonings, and then they have something called ancient summonings. I haven't seen an ancient summoning just yet, but I do have an ancient summoning crystal in my storage. Where is it? Right here. Ancient summoning crystal. I have yet to actually use it. Maybe I'll do a video in the future where I use it. I don't know. We'll have to see how that comes out. So let's go ahead and take a look at my account. Like I said, I've been playing this for about a week. I'm currently at level 18 with 191,000 total power. Here's a couple of my higher level characters. Looking at some of the achievements that I have, these are like 2 of my most recent ones. I obtained 2 legendary heroes and a 10-time summon, and obtained 3 legendary heroes and a 10-time summon. Now, I don't know if this was like rigged. I feel like these were rigged summons. I'm sure a lot of people are probably going to get these. I don't know. Let me know if you guys got them down below. I'd love to know if that's something that everybody basically gets. But if we go through and take a look at my account right now, I'd say my personal favorite heroes that I've got is Comet, a really, really good AoE mage DPS character, just does an insane amount of damage. My other legendary character I got is Aylin. She's, in my opinion, she's an okay healer. She hasn't really done it for me. She's not as great as I was hoping she would be. The other character I want to talk about is Theowin. He, I believe, actually, it's not him. It's not Theowin. It's the other guy I was going to tell you about. This guy right here. Voltus. Voltus is hands down probably one of the best early game characters that you can upgrade on your account. He will just help you across the board with basically everything. So hands down, if you want like a character to invest at least a little bit of your resources up front, Voltus is a great character to do that. But I've got a couple of decent characters so far that I really like. I think another one of my personal favorites is Evelyn. She is a awesome tank character. I really like all of her abilities. But this leads me into another thing that I like a lot about this game, is with a lot of other games when it comes to collecting these heroes, you just have these crazy overpowered legendary heroes or epic heroes, and you don't want to deal with like your rares or your basic common heroes. But honestly, with this game, with the different like types of skills and stuff that they have, there's a really good diversity of heroes to use and a huge diversity of different gameplay modes. Like you can have this character who's really good right now in the AoE DPS like PvP event, or maybe next week you're going to need some kind of long range characters, or maybe you're going to need some characters that have really, really good defense like Rex, or you're going to need a character who's going to increase the overall attack power like Skulf does. Skulf increases the attack power of nearby units. You could team him up with Nisande, who increases the overall attack speed of characters. It's just, there's such a good diversity of characters, and I don't feel necessarily like I need to get epics or even legendaries to progress in this game. Like, they're decent, but like I said, Aylin, she's okay. In fact, I would probably say Lightlock for me is a better healer character than she is. And even one of the beginning healer characters that the game gives you, this one right here, Camille, she's pretty decent. She does her job. Like, she's not the best, but she's pretty darn solid, and I think she's worth investing your time into if you don't necessarily have a good healer. But they've got a whole variety of different healers in this game. Like I said, you've got Camille, solid, pretty decent, average, like no crazy special abilities. But then you've got Nisande, who's got fairly decent healing, but also increased attack speed. You've got another healer with Lily. If we go ahead and take a look at her skills, she's got the basic attack-based healing right here, but she's also got one ally within the basic attack range has a chance to be immune to one fatal strike and immediately gain a shield equal to 20% of their max HP for 10 seconds. That could be a really, really powerful ability if you're going up against the guild boss. Then we take a look at her ultimate ability. Each heal quickly restores HP for the target 2 times. Additionally, the hero's healing multiplier, meaning this specific hero, on targets with HP below 40% is increased by 20%. So she's good for healing characters that are most likely tanks or warriors that are going to be taking the brunt of the damage. So there is just a decent like set of skills when it comes across the board for all the heroes. And honestly, I'm loving the aesthetic. I feel like I'm kind of getting sick and tired of the cutesy anime stuff that's going on right now. So I'm kind of glad that we get this nice like dark epic fantasy gacha game that just came out. So there you guys go. That's my overall opinion. Do I think this game is worth it? Yes, I do. It's got just a good variety of gameplay across the board for just a lot of different people. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see me make more videos in the future, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Well, friends, my name's Koolio, and I am back, baby. All right, I felt weird saying that, but whatever. All right, see you, friends.